Welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program, the series where we explore carbon system, establish bases on outer planets, and do scientific research. In our last episode, we've achieved stable carbon orbit and returned our Kerbal safely to the planet. This time, our goal will be harder and more difficult to achieve. We're going to try to put our carbon on Minmus, do some scientific research and return him home. Following our successful orbital mission, our scientists are positive that we shall be able to land the carbon on Minmus and return him safely home, and also bring some very valuable scientific data for further development. And they created an Enterprise Mark III. This ship consists of 3 stages. The launch stage, which is 5 Gimbalin rockets with 2 fuel tanks each. The ascent stage of 4 liquid fuel tanks and a rocket, and the lander with 1 fuel tank and a very tiny engine. We also have 2 goo canisters, which is a very scientific term used in every laboratory on Kerbin. Goo container, parachutes, and a small antenna, just in case. So, let's head to the launch pad. And it is daytime. Everything is ready for the launch. Jebidiah Kerman is ready. He gives us a thumbs up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff. Seems we are going fine. We're gaining speed and altitude. Our fuel reserves are constantly dwindling, so we have to throttle down until we leave the thickest part of Kerbal atmosphere. We are going to go very slowly, as slowly as we can. We are slowly rising from the surface and to the stars. Jebidiah seems to be having fun. Well, who wouldn't? We're moving in tons of steel through the air and reaching to the sky. He already done it, so he knows what to expect. But he's still happy. And we're almost out of the thickest part of the atmosphere. That is good. We are at 12,000. And let's do the gravity turn. We are going to go 45-degree inclination. And it's time to stage and actually throttle up and get our speed that gets us to the orbit and later to the Minmus. Perhaps is rising, our speed is rising, everything seems to be in order, and this is going to be the usual orbital insertion, so I think I might even cut this part out, just to conserve time. And because watching the same thing all over and over again might be a little bit boring. Not sure we have enough fuel, but hopefully we do. Estimated burn time is 45 seconds. And we're almost there. So, in 20 seconds we're going to begin our burn. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm not sure we'll have enough fuel for our mission. That will be sad. I'll have to redo the whole thing again. Damn it. So we are almost completed our burn. We are out of fuel. So we have to use our lander stage already. Not good, not good. And we're in orbit. We still have almost a full tank. So I think we're going to try for the Minmus. Just try. Set as target. Now we have to change our orbit inclination so that it is the same as Minmus. We're going to do it like this. We're going to place the maneuver node and use this. But it looks pretty similar to Minmus. So let's wait, find our node marker. Where is it? Here. And let's time warp to the node so we can do our burn at appropriate time. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our fuel reserves are still fine. And our orbit is almost there and there. Done. Can remove this node. We can now check how we're going to Minmus. So, as far as I remember, Minmus have to be somewhere around here, like almost 90 degree, and we have to burn here. So there is a 90-degree angle between our node and the Minmus. So almost where we are right now. Let's try it again. And we have an encounter. Our Minmus periapsis is 900,000. Way too much. And this time 400,000. And still a bit too much. do. So can try toggle it a little bit, move it around. So it's a bit too much, but maybe we can change our encounter when we're a bit closer to Minmus. So let's find our maneuver node and time warp to it. We still have 4/5 of our fuel, and yeah, it looks very positive. So far we are going to Minmus without any problems. Let us use our mystery container here, one of them, and save the second one for the Minmus itself. So we're almost at our node. 3, 2, 1, and going to burn approximately now. Let's see how it works out. Completed almost half of our burn already. We completed 2/3 of our burn. Almost had a moon encounter, and here is our Minmus encounter. 700,000. Too much. Let's do tiny burn. Maybe it will help. 500,000. Too much. $400,000. That's more like it. So, time for Kerbal to wait. If we won't be able to land on Minmus, we can at least go into the orbit around it and see what we can do from there. So let's see what we can do with our orbit using a maneuver node. Not much. This way it is going to be further away, and this way it is also going to be going for further away. Not what we wanted at all. So let's try it here. This is going... Oh, look, this is changing our orbit the way we want. 200,000. 200,000. 76,000. 48,000. 33,000. 16,000. Perfect. So, and it is a very tiny burn to do this. Where is the marker? Marker's here. So let us time warp closer to this place. And it's in a minute. Let us burn in 2, 1, go. 21 kilometers. Not too much, too much. Totally not intended. Let's try again. $15,000, perfect. And let's time warp to our encounter. Almost there. And we are captured by Minmus. So let us create a note here and try to circularize. This is going to be a very funky orbit with a periapsis of 14,000, 12,000, 10,000, damn, 45. So this should be enough. Okay, we have 2 hours until our node. Let's time warp again. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Our fuel is approximately at 1/3. This might end badly for Jebidiah. Let's ask him. What does he think? Crew report. The lake beds seem relatively flat. Perhaps we could land there. Well, Jebidiah, if you want, let's do EVA report. What the hell? On 12, that looks fine. And we're almost there. Oh, no. That is way too low. 6, 7. That should be okay. Okay, so let's go. Let's remove this node. And let's time warp to periapsis. Almost there. It's in 30 seconds, so let's do a tiny burn here to circularize. To bring down our apoapsis to, let's say, 10,000. 17, 16, 14, 13. That should be enough. At this point, we only have 2 choices. Either we land or we do not land. Let's quick save. And now we can try and land this thing. Okay, where do we want to land? Probably somewhere flat. And let's try it here. Try to aim for this flat piece here. Node is in 13 minutes. Let's time warp to it. Okay, let's see how much we need to burn just for seconds. That's good enough. So time warp closer to the node. do this. Okay. So our orbital velocity is 144, our surface velocity is 150. Let's extend our landing gear. Let's also do it like this, so we are practically on the horizon. Let's see what is the difference between altitude and radar altitude. It's still not working because we're too far. So let's time warp a little bit until we are somewhere around 8,000 meters. Like here. Let's see if we're still not too dangerously close to the surface, but let us kill our lateral velocity. This scientific term, I know them sometimes. Let us kill our velocity so that we are not traveling sideways. Can stop doing that. We can time warp a little bit more. Okay, we can see ground scatter at this point, which means that we must be pretty close to the surface, and we need to kill our lateral velocity some more. Make sure that we are not hitting the planet or the moon at very high speed. Jebidiah will not like it. Probably not. We are below 3,000 meters. Our radar altitude just started ticking down, so we must be very close, approximately almost 1,000 meters away. So let's start killing our velocity harder. We don't want to kill our poor Jebidiah. Okay, we are at 1,000 meters. Looks like we are going almost vertically. Almost. We are at approximately 600, 500, almost. Yes, now at 500. Let's kill our falling speed. I'm trying not to breathe right now, just in case, because, you know, small gravity, any kind of impulse might take our ship off course, and we don't want that. No, we don't. 7 meters, 5 meters. We are at 200 meters. This is the moment of truth. We're at 100 meters. We need to kill our speed. 5 meters per second. 4 meters per second. 3 meters per second. 2 meters per second. No! No! Don't fall over! Don't fall over! No! No! But not everything is lost. We can actually, by the power of SAS, rise! And the Eagle have landed. We are on Minmus. We only have tiny little bit of fuel left. And we don't know if it will be enough for Jebidiah to return home. But at the moment, one small step for the little Jebidiah. One giant leap for all Kerbal kind. Look at that. He's practically so ecstatic he can't hold his face straight. He's just so happy. Let's plant our flag here. And let's call it Eagle Landing. Place where history was made. And let's do the EVA report. You feel a little bit like a superhero when you jump in the low gravity. I bet. The surface sample? Surface seems to consist of tiny crystal-like grains, very pretty, probably not eatable. Yeah, that is a sad fact. Not eatable. And now let's return Jebidiah to the capsule. And grab. And board. Let us observe our mystery goo. You observe the goo. Well. And on this note, I think we shall end this episode. You think that Jebidiah will be able to return home? Do you think he will be stranded forever on the moon Minmus? Or will be stranded forever in space? A much more viable option at this point. We shall find out in the next episode. Thanks you all for watching. Remember to leave your likes, dislikes and comments in the section below the video.